Veteran in Franklin County is preparing for a special Blue Ridge honor flight from Asheville to Washington, D.C. He is among a diminishing group of brave men and women who served in that war.
WRAL's Dan Haggerty explains why this mission will be an emotional one for the veteran, Joseph Balogh.
At 103 years of age, Joe Balogh is still active and on his feet. As a young man in Detroit, he worked with the Ford Motor Company at a time when they were building B-24 aircrafts for the war effort. He was willing to serve in the war, but not on the ground.
I was more interested in the pilot than being an officer.
He went through cadet training in the Army Air Corps and in 1944 was shipped off to southern Burma. Balogh's B-25 plane took on a load of bombs and equipment with danger ahead as they approached the Himalayas.
The severe hump and the bad weather situations where we lost most of our airplanes, really.
He and his crew were about to drop artillery down to the U.S. ground forces below. That's when Japanese Zeros started firing.
And a Zero got us from behind and shot us down. I mean, we did bail out and got back home safe. We avoided the Japanese.
A separate mission close to the mountains of China turned tragic.
We couldn't jump out of the airplane. We were down too low, and so we had to crash land into the rice paddies. We lost our co-pilot.
Balogh had put in 68 air missions, which was supposed to be the limit, but he was still needed.
But he said no pilots can come home because the attrition rates on pilots was terrible. 72% of us died.
Balogh is anxious to meet his remaining brothers in arms when he leaves on the Blue Ridge honor flight to Washington, D.C.
We were a group. We were a brotherhood that just worked together. They were lucky, like I was lucky to, stay alive.
Dan Haggerty, WRAL News.
I'll tell you, when you see the reactions after they've made it to the other end of their honor flight, it is just powerful. Joe Balogh went far beyond his duty serving his country. In all, he flew 106 missions in World War II. Think about that.
Oh, my goodness.